Alright, hello and welcome. So today what I'll be doing is a little bit more testing of the gameplay on this device. And the first thing we'll do is we've got the frame rate capped to 60 FPS. If we look at the options, everything here is capped. DirectX 12, 2560 by 1600, 60 frames per second, and the visuals are maxed out to badass mode. So let's see how this plays. We'll do a couple of minutes of gameplay here, then I'll uncap the frame rate to show you what this 4070 is capable of. Right now I'm running in the balanced, or rather they call it this year performance mode. We'll then switch into turbo mode and see how the same affects the gameplay here. So let's jump right in. I've also adjusted the audio this time, so the gameplay audio that's being picked up should be a little bit lower so you can hear my volume, my voice and volume clearly above what the gameplay is. Particularly when the gunshots start going around, it gets quite loud and it can be hard to hear the mix. So hopefully I'm mixing the volume better this time. Used OBS to level down about minus 6 dB on the gameplay audio. So let's see what happens here. Ooh, badass. What? A mauler? Never seen that character before. Good night. Yeah, right. Alright. So pretty good so far. We're locked at 60. The screen is buttery smooth. 240 hertz and about, I believe, advertised 3 millisecond response rate on this display. I don't know how many milliseconds it is, but it is buttery smooth. And I'm seeing zero screen tearing. As I flip the camera around, it is just smooth as can be. Absolutely ridiculous gameplay to consider. We could have had this in a laptop, and I've got my headphones on, but there is absolutely zero noise. My hand is on the deck. I had this system running for a while beforehand, before I filmed this video. Absolutely just a little bit warm to the touch. I'm indoors. I guess the internal temperature is around 21 degrees Celsius. I guess for the Fahrenheit folks, that's around 70 something. But yes, very comfortable, not feeling any kind of heat or anything that would create discomfort during gameplay. So a wonderful experience all around so far. Oh, come on. Gotta do better with reloading, guys. Alright, come on. Come to me. Ooh, that was gory. Beautiful. And come on. Let's see, did it get him? Nice. I like this one because you can run and gun, but it takes a while to charge up. It doesn't actually have quite a hit count. Alright, so now let's go in, uncap this frame rate, and see what happens. So, uncapped, please. What? There we go. Alright. Okay.
Smacked it down.
This game is actually a lot of fun if you get into it. Hey. Take it easy, guys. I'm trying to do a review here. Alright, so it's still, it isn't that impressive, I guess, the performance with Badass. I'm sitting in the 70s, maybe the high 60s. So, but Badass is quite overkill. I think if we speak realistically about gameplay, you should be playing on high settings, maybe a little bit higher than high, if there's a very high setting. That's generally I found the sweet spot in terms of getting performance and a good set of visuals. Alright, let's see here. Oops. Why so angry, buddy? Alright, so what we'll do here now, we got about 60. It's not really hovering too far above 60. Okay, let's switch into, well, actually, before I do that, let me switch this into performance mode. So we just hit the fan button here, dedicated above the media keys. Now we're in turbo. Hopefully you guys were able to see that on the screen. And now let's see what happens. So we are uncapped frame rate in turbo mode. So it should be pushing maximum wattage to the CPU and the GPU for this device. At least that's what ASUS claims. So let's see what kind of performance we can eke out now. All right. I love getting in this mech or whatever assault vehicle, just chewing through them like butter. But it heats up quite a bit. You need to take a break. So, all right. Okay, out we go. Out, please. Alright, time's up. Okay. Alright, so we can still see it's hovering around 60. Not sure why that's so, if I need to restart the game or if that's just a bug. Let's see if I stand idle here in a corner. Okay, now I'm looking at about 74. Alright, so it is working. Let's try to turn down the settings now. We are still in the turbofan profile mode. We'll turn the settings down to a more reasonable, what I think is, more gameplay focused high. You don't really lose that much, and because it's a fast-paced game, you're not really going to be sitting here and looking at the visuals and going, ooh, pretty. Alright, now we're going into potentially 90, so not quite triple digits. How did I get triple digits the other day? I'm a little bit puzzled here. Alright, I've not completed this section yet. Got a little bit of game fatigue from games a while back and just kind of gave up playing games altogether. Busy with life and whatnot, so it's a joy to jump back in, even if it's just for a small period here for this review. Ooh, I like that. Nah. Looks interesting. Alright, what do we got here? So let's replace this guy with our new toy. I don't even remember how to navigate this game anymore. Where is the gun that I just picked up? Is it this one? I have no idea. This looks funny. Anyway, we'll keep going. Alright, so this is running on performance profile, so heat is totally soaked into the device before I began testing. Let me switch it now to the silent profile and see how far down it dips. Oops, that is the wrong button. Oh my gosh. Armory crate, no thank you. We'll hit, there we go. And back to silent. Right. The frame rate seems to be holding. And I immediately noticed, that with the fan sucking in airflow through the keyboard deck, that there's a little bit more, or the whizzing, or rather the sucking motion of the fan's airflow has calmed right down. It's starting to heat up a little bit more. It's still not discomfortable. My fingers, I would say if I touch right close to the screen up at the top here, it's a bit warm, but nothing, uncomfortable at all. Certainly I wouldn't want to be having this on my lap when I'm playing the games, however. That'll really soak up the heat into you as the heat sink. So prefer that not be me. Alright, so yeah, I think that's been a few minutes of gameplay. Just wanted to give you guys some additional look into how this device behaves. Hopefully that was useful, and hopefully you could hear my audio. If you guys like this clip, or if you found it useful, if you have something particular you'd like me to test in this game, please do let me know in the comments. I may want to capture some gameplay footage of either Red Dead Redemption 2 or Cyberpunk 2077. Let me know which of those you prefer to see first. As I said, I don't have a lot of time to actually play games nowadays, so I'll be doing my best to try to get you guys covered. But these are the kind of games I play, so I'll be showing off what I like to play and not just a benchmark suite of everything across the board. If you're looking for that, you can find other outlets on YouTube that cover that and cover it in quite detail. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks a lot, and have a good one.